What's up, my OG yogis? My name is Brianna and I'm a yoga educator. Today I'm going to be going over a yoga flow designed to help you open up your hips, your back, and everything, to get into a splits practice and to work up into a splits practice. Now, splits do not come immediately. They'll never just happen. You have to open up a lot of different facets of your body to actually get into a split. So that would be like wrist mobility, ankle mobility, hip mobility, shoulder mobility, back mobility, just literally everything in order to open it up enough to get into a splits safely. Now, that said, it took me 2 years to get into a split. So keep that in mind. I practiced it every day for 2 years to get it. So with that, this is your practice, not mine. If there's anything painful, anything uncomfortable, be sure to stop what you're doing. You can always connect with me on Instagram at The Naive Sage and ask me a question. Just say, hey, I'm doing this is what I'm feeling, and I'm more than happy to help you. I'm a certified yoga instructor, but I am not you, right? So you know yourself better than I know you. I'm just here to guide you through your practice. Those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. This sequence is actually a yoga practice that someone won off of an Instagram challenge, so congratulations. And those of you who are not new, I'm sorry it's been over a month before I posted. At the end of the practice, I'll let you guys know what's been happening as far as why I've been unable to post. But let's just go ahead and get down to business first, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty of my personal life, if that's what you're into. If you're not, at the end of the practice, you can go ahead and just skip on over to the next practice. We'll start by going ahead and setting into the present moment. So I want you to inhale your shoulders up into the ears, and exhale, roll them down and back, beginning to engage your core, engage your Mula Bandha. Let the hands find the knees, either palms down for receiving. I'm starting over. So I'd like us to get started by finding an easy seat. Easy seat's just whatever is comfortable. Inhaling, shoulders up in the ears. Exhale, roll them down and back. Engage the core, engage the Mula Bandha. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And a deeper exhale through that nose. Letting the air brush across the back of the throat with each inhale. And with each exhale. Taking full deep body breaths. And then I invite you to really set into your Ujjayi breath, or ocean's breath, which is what we're doing. But mentally tuning into the four corners of this room. Taking deep inhales through the nose. And deeper exhales. Letting go of the past. Just creates depression. Deep inhale. Deeper exhale. Letting go of the future just creates anxiety. Taking a deep inhale and a deeper exhale. Mentally tuning into the four corners of your yoga mat. As a reminder, this is your practice and no one else's, so honor your body, honor your boundaries, and honor your limitations as we practice today. You know your practice and your body better than I do. So just take everything I say as a suggestion. Taking a deep inhale through the nose. And a deeper exhale through the nose. And then bring your awareness to the body, setting an intention or a goal for your practice today. Intention setting is just goal setting. So maybe you're practicing for stress relief. Maybe you're practicing for mobility. Maybe you're practicing to get those splits. Whatever it is that you really want to focus on for the 20 minutes we set out to practice, I invite you to set into taking a deep inhale and a deeper exhale. One more time, inhaling your intention in and exhaling out whatever doesn't serve you or your intention. Nice. Go ahead and gently open those eyes, see where you're at. From here, I invite you to inhale the arms up into the air and just exhale back down. We're just warming up the body. I want you to immediately go into tabletop because we only have 20 minutes to practice today. Showing the finger, pointing the hands, the index fingers towards the front. Letting the knees line up with the hips and the wrists line up with the shoulders and really making sure. So a lot of people do this in their tabletop. I really want you to press the back of the knuckles into the earth here. Start to take cat and cow. So inhale, finding cow, shining the heart towards the front, arch that back. And then exhale, find cat. Hollow the tummy, pull those shoulder blades apart. With each inhale, finding your cow pose. And with each exhale, finding your cat. Take 6 more rounds of breath here, just warming up the spine. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Last breath, take a deep inhale. Shine the heart towards the front, arch that back. And deep exhale, hollowing out the tummy, pulling the shoulder blades apart into cat, rocking the shoulders to the left and to the right, opening up the back of the heart. We're going to warm up the wrist real quick. So we're going to warm up the wrist and the ankles at the same time. So what I want you to do is I want you to tuck the toes, take a deep inhale, shine the palms towards the front, engage the core, engage the Mula Bandha. Exhale, bring the hips back. So this is a way for us to stretch out the backs of the feet, really start to warm up the feet. Believe it or not, feet mobility helps with hip mobility and calf mobility and hamstring mobility and all of that. So we start from the bottom, work our way up, or however you want to do it. And what we're going to do is we're going to inhale, wrist up like a Bollywood dancer. Exhale, bring them down. One more. Inhaling the arms up, exhaling, bring them down. From here, interlace the fingers. And we're just going to do a figure 8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then go ahead and crisscross the other way. We'll do technically 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Cool. Go ahead and release the hands. Release the feet. Bat the feet into the mat. And from here, what I like to do before we do any kind of actual static stretching, which is what we have to do to get into our splits, is do dynamic movement to warm up the body so that we don't pull any muscles, we don't hurt ourselves. Because I heard someone say to me the other day that they don't practice in a cold room because last time they practiced in a cold room as opposed to a hot room, they pulled a muscle. I have a qualm with that only because if you are practicing yoga and if you're doing static stretching, you should be warm before you go into the static stretching unless your muscles are used to it. It doesn't matter if it's a cold room or a hot room, as long as your muscles are warm enough to go into that static stretching. Which is like, it's like using something bendy as opposed to something rigid. If you warm it up, you make it bendy. Like clay, like molding clay. Warm it up in your hands, it starts to soften in your hands, but it starts off hard. That kind of thing. Anyways, go ahead and tuck your toes, take a deep inhale, exhale, push it back, down dog. Starting the chest towards the thighs here. Alternate bending the knees, taking a deep inhale through the nose. And a deeper exhale. Just warming up the back of the calves, the back of the hamstrings here.
having that dynamic walking here. I'm gonna go ahead and look towards those hands. I want you to step the feet towards those hands, gentle bend in the knees, inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, gentle bend in the knees, inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time into Tadasana. From here, gentle bend in the knees, inhale, arms up. Micro back bend, engage the core, engage the Mula Bandha, and exhale, forward fold. Gentle bend here, inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, plant the hands, step it back, plank pose here, take a deep inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, you can use those knees, bring the chest down, inhale up, Mimi Cobra or full Cobra. And then exhale, push it back, down dog. We're gonna do this a few times just to warm up. So go ahead and look towards those hands, step the feet towards those hands, inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, gentle bend. Inhale, maybe reverse swan dive, arms up, engage the core, engage the Mula Bandha, macro back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Gentle bend here, inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, plant the hands, step it back, plank and chaturanga. Inhale up, and exhale, push it back, child's. Hopefully you're feeling warm. If you're not feeling warm, pause the video and just do that a couple times. As many sun salutations as you need to actually warm up the body. I'm feeling warm enough in here, but my room is relatively warm. So keep that in mind. And so what I want you to do from here, I'm keeping track of time. Let's go ahead and find your child's pose. Let the forehead find its way onto the mat. And massage the forehead into the mat, taking deep inhales and deeper exhales. Really setting into your Ujjayi breath. Shine the chest, or shine the hips towards the heels. 3 and 4. So from here, I'm gonna do what we call hip circles. They help warm up the hips. So you're gonna go ahead, find your way into like a tabletop. Bring the hips back, and then you're gonna inhale, hips left and up into up dog. Into cobra, and right and back into child's. So we're gonna do 3 more going in this direction. Last one, inhaling hips up. And exhale, bring it back. And then go in the other direction here. Doing 4 in total, inhaling hips forward. Exhale, bringing it back. 3. 2. And last one, inhaling it forward. Exhale, bringing it back. Find your way into child's. Then find your way onto your derriere. So we're not focusing on shoulders so much today. If you feel like you need to, I have a couple videos that help open up your shoulders. So just send me a message, maybe on Instagram or whatever, and I'll send you a video. Now, from here, what you're gonna do, so I want you, since we're going into a hip opening sequence, so I want us to go ahead, let both feet come forward. These stretches help open up your hips and your lower back. They are kind of harder static stretching asanas, but they're really helpful. So you're gonna go ahead, shine the toes towards the front, inhale, arms up, and exhale, forward fold here. So if you need to, bend the legs and take a deep inhale, and then just exhale, breathe into it. 6, 7 more breaths here, deep inhale. Deeper exhale. Using each exhale to release into it. Tuning into your intention. 3 more breaths here. Last breath, deep inhale.
Exhale, roll out of it, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, roll them down and back. Go ahead, bend in that right leg. And leaving the left leg facing forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. So if you can't really touch the toes, bend in that knee. You can always get a belt or a strap or just something to wrap around the ball of the foot to help pull you forward. If this isn't enough for you, if you need a little bit more, grab a block and wrap it around, or you can always just grab the wrist and breathe into it. Four more breaths here. Last breath, deep inhale. Exhale, roll out of it, one vertebrae at a time. So this is a more advanced class because splits is a more advanced pose. So we're gonna go into half frog or deer pose. So that right leg is gonna swing around. You're gonna make sure your hips are squared off here. So I'm not as open today. So you're gonna square the hips off, kind of shining I kind of create, it's like an obtuse angle here. So maybe like 130, 160 degree angle type thing. You don't need to bring it all the way back. Don't do an 180 degree angle. You can have it at 90 if you need to. What we're gonna do is inhale, arms up, exhale, bring it forward. Again, use that strap if you need to. And breathe here for 8 breaths. Last one, deep inhale and exhale. And then what we're gonna do is come out of it. I want you to inhale, arms up, exhale, back forward, and then we're gonna go ahead, bring our hands over kind of wherever our pelvis is shining forward. You're gonna lean, and we're gonna breathe here for 8 breaths. Last breath, deep inhale. And exhale, come out of it. Now, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go ahead. I want you to extend that right leg forward, just shake it out a little bit. From here, we're gonna go ahead. I want you to bend that left leg. Same thing, we're gonna do the same thing here. So what I want you to do is I want you to inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Last breath, deep inhale. Exhale, roll out of it, one vertebrae at a time. You're gonna go ahead and do that half frog pose here. And inhale, arms up, exhale, forward fold. So again, this is your practice, so modify it how you need to. Last breath, deep inhale. Exhale, roll out of it. And again, inhale, arms up, exhale, forward. Turn the chest forward and breathe. 5
5 more breaths here. Two more deep inhale. Deeper exhale. Last one, deep inhale. Exhale, roll out of it one vertebrae at a time. Go and extend both feet forward, shake it out. You can take a butterfly real quick. So you're gonna open the feet up like a book. Maybe press the thumbs into the arches of the feet. Use those elbows to push the knees down. Take a deep inhale, exhale forward. Five more breaths here. Last one, deep inhale. And exhale, roll out of it one vertebrae at a time. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna find a straddle. So the feet come out beside you. You can inhale, arms up, exhale, up and over towards the right. Taking a deep inhale. And exhale, come out of it. Go and inhale up and over towards the left. Taking a deep inhale. Exhale, come out of it. Inhale. This time, chest is gonna go over that knee. You're gonna touch that left hand to the right foot. Deep inhale. Exhale, come out of it. And touch the other side. Deep inhale. Exhale, come out of it. Go and walk the hands forward. I want you to breathe here in the straddle. Taking a deep inhale, deeper exhale. 7 more breaths here. Two more breaths, deep inhale, deeper exhale. Last breath, deep inhale. Exhale, come out of it one vertebrae at a time. We're gonna bring those feet into center. Now we're gonna do a little bit of dynamic movement. So what I want us to do here is I want us to go ahead, just find your way to a wide-legged stance. I want you to bend in that right leg, come off that heel, point the toe towards the sky. This is surfer's lunge. Cross on over to the other side. So you'll notice that it's not very tight because we opened it up already. And just switch between the 2, 2, 3, and 4. Now from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna find low lunge. Ground that right knee. Keep a bend in that left leg. And I want you to turn it kind of into a lizard lunge. Plant the hand, take a deep inhale, exhale. Create a bind with that foot and that hand. So this is helping stretch the the hamstring. And you're just gonna hold it, create that bind, bring that foot as close to your hip as you're comfortable doing. You can use a strap if you need to. Just 6 more breaths here. So we're doing everything faster. I highly recommend that with all of these asanas, that you hold them for like 3 minutes. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, deep inhale. Exhale, release. Go ahead and find your way into that surfer's lunge. Cross it all the way to the other side. Low lunge, and create that bind. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it. Find center. Now, just find your standing pose. We're gonna quickly warm up the neck. So I want you to bring chin to chest, cross the left to your left shoulder. Just maybe do full circles if you're comfortable doing that. Half circles if you're not. I'm going faster because I'm running out of time. And then go in the other direction. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. From here, find center.
And we're gonna do, this is what I got from dance, but it helps a lot, all right? So you're gonna inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over towards the right. Taking a deep inhale. Deeper exhale, point the toes towards the right. Stretch it forward, deep inhale. Exhale, lower. Exhale, forward fold. Exhale, stretch. Exhale, stretch it over. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, exhale it over. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, down. Inhale, center. Exhale, stretch. Up and over. And down. Okay. So hopefully you're feeling warm enough to go into your split. If you're not, just do more dynamic movement, like if you need to. Jog in place or do some jumping jacks or whatever. I'm going to show you how I get into my splits practice. Again, if you're not ready for it, don't push it. So what I do is I start in a low lunge. And I don't really like to do it on a mat because my mat's super grippy. Then I bring it back, point the heel up towards the sky, take a deep inhale. So this is your splits prep. You can stay in here as long as you need. If you're right here in your splits prep, you're not ready for a split. So try to really walk the hand up to where it's around the foot, or maybe even going past the foot, shining the chest towards the toes here. Take a deep inhale, and then exhale, push forward into, this is your right split. So this is your right split, and you really want to work on squaring the hips off. So right now, I haven't been practicing it in a while, so it's harder. You can always use blocks here to support the hands, support the feet, and then as you're in here, go ahead, let the chest come forward because it helps release that tension. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, deep inhale. Exhale, come out of it. I want you to go ahead and plant the hands into the earth. Just bring that foot back. From here, we're going into left split. So you're gonna push that foot forward. You find low lunge, take a deep inhale. Exhale, bring the hips back, toes point towards the sky again. If you're here, you're not ready for a split. If you're here, or maybe here, you're ready for a split. Take a deep inhale, exhale, push it forward. It's time to find your left split. 7, 6, and try to point the toe or flex the foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, deep inhale, and exhale, come out of it. Now, that's enough if you feel confident in your splits practice. So if you already have your splits or you're very close, you can try something a little funky. So maybe you inhale into left split, and then use the hands, go up and over, find straddle or middle split. Take a deep inhale, exhale, up and over, right split. And then you just come out of it, and then you go the other way. Straddle and left split. So that is yoga for splits. I know it's a lot. Please give me feedback on this practice because it is an advanced practice. You need to know yoga pretty well before you go into it, just because it is something where you need to at least have that connection between the mind and body already, so you know your limits and you know your boundaries. I'm going to switch the frame over and we'll go ahead and close our practice. Thank you guys so much for practicing with me today. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell for future videos. I really do appreciate you all being here. For those of you who missed me and want to know why I wasn't here, it is honestly just because I graduated. After I graduated, I kind of fell into this little funk where I had no motivation to do anything at all. A lot of things started falling to the wayside, and I think it was because I didn't have structure anymore. And then I picked up a job, and my job, I'm very introverted, believe it or not. And my job is as a mixologist, because although it's considered a bartender, I don't drink. And And so that job wipes me out by the end of the day. I enjoy learning people skills and I enjoy learning how to interact with people, but it takes a lot out of me. So I've been adapting to that, and with that I've been busy most of the week and haven't had time or energy to actually upload onto YouTube. That said, I fully intend on uploading for all of you, either weekly or bi-weekly on Sundays. So just be sure to let me know what kind of videos you want, and I will make it happen. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. And together we bow forward and say namaste. Namaste, you guys. Bye.